Hi and welcome back. This is the second episode of my installing retrofit underfloor heating the hard way. So you saw in the previous episode, or if you haven't looked at that, how we filled the void from the previous suspended floor by crushing the waste that we had on site. We crushed about 100 tons, believe it or not, of rubble. That's now been compacted, a blinding layer of sand went on top of that, a damp-proof membrane, and then we poured a concrete oversight of about 100 millimeters. I'll show a bit of time lapse of that later on. We've then had Celotex insulation installed across all of the rooms, so there's actually two different types of floor construction here. So the new part of the building that we're in, we have block and beam. The rest of the building we filled the void, as I say. The Celotex insulation on top of that, then a membrane, and then my underfloor heating contractor has been in for, took about 4 days last week, and installed about a mile of pipe work. So as you can see, we've got the underfloor heating pipe and manifolds installed. We've got, I think, about 14 loops. And in the main room that we're in here, we've got 4 loops. So the loops, the underfloor heating, have a maximum length. Obviously the water goes in at a certain temperature and puts that energy from the warm water into the floor, and the temperature drops, so you have a maximum loop length. So this room has 4 loops. I think one of the other rooms has got a couple of loops. Most have just got a single loop. So all that's been installed, it's been pressurized, and is waiting for the screed. Screed's not due for a week, so that's made things a little bit difficult to do any work here at the moment, because of the risk of potentially damaging any of the pipes that we've got in the floor. But really looking forward to that. Obviously a lot of other work that's gone on in the last couple of weeks. We'll do a quick tour of the site in a moment. We've got most of the glass in. Unfortunately there's a couple of pieces that we're waiting on. Another 2 or 3 weeks till we get the gable end, and a month unfortunately till we get the front door. But we're dry enough now for the screed to come in, and we're desperate to get that done before the weather gets too cold, because the screed that's going down has to be down at above 6 degrees Celsius, and we haven't got any way of heating at the moment. The other things that are in plan, we're starting to do the first fix for electrics. We need all of that in place in the next couple of weeks, at least to power the air source heat pump. That's coming in early November, so around a month's time again for the installation of that. So all moving forward really quite nicely. We'll take a quick tour around the site now, and then I'll show some time-lapse photography of the screed going in and a little bit of the underfloor heating installation. So as you can see, this is the large open plan lounge space. So we've got 4 loops of underfloor heating in here. So it's a 16mm pipe that's clipped onto the floor. That'll have, I think we can have about 40mm of liquid screed over the top of that. So all of the waterproof membrane that's down there has been taped together. We've got a insulation around the external walls that have been clipped in. I need to do a little bit of work tidying up some of the membrane work in here before the screed goes down. If we have a quick look around the site, you can see we've got the manifolds installed in the corner here. So I think 9 of them on this manifold, which will be in I'm going to build a sort of hidden plastered in access hatch for that in the kitchen. And then another hatch in the hallway. Sorry about the lighting, you can't see that very clearly. And the pipework goes through the rest of the property. I'll show you a little bit of where the other rooms and things are at the moment. This is our hallway with no front door at the moment. Through to my study and laundry room at the back. We've got some interesting ideas of what we're going to do with the study. We're thinking of putting in a hidden door, so a wooden effect finish across there with a hidden doorway. And some of the other rooms you can see coming on. So we've got one of the bedrooms here, which will have we've got the nice doors to outside, a bit of landscaping to do out there obviously. And then a walk-in wardrobe and ensuite shower room. So thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you're enjoying the journey that we're on with this renovation and extension. It's been fantastic to hear the feedback from all of you. So please click like for this film. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'd love to hear your comments or any questions or feedback that you've got on what we're doing. So enjoy this bit of time lapse, and I'll be back with an update very soon.